What's going on? It's Fist bringing you a comprehensive review of your favorite first-person shooter, Modern Warfare 3, relative to Battlefield 3. But mostly, I'm going to be talking about Modern Warfare 3 because that is what you're here for, to hear about this game. What has changed? What are you going to expect when you go wait in line at midnight release? Literally, I would probably love to sell my game and be there in that line at midnight just to videotape that whole thing. It'd be awesome. But I might go anyway, just drive out the window and go, nah. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that. But I want to cover Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield, respectively, compared to this game. I know a lot of people hate this game, and a lot of people hate this game. But the point being is this. There's nowhere else on YouTube, no other YouTube commentator has played Battlefield extensively like I have on Xbox. And nobody, I know a lot of people already reached level 80, but nobody has tested all the weapons like I have in Battlefield 3, in Modern Warfare 3. And that's what I do. You know, in Battlefield 3, I had a problem. You know, I couldn't fly the helicopter, but I didn't want to let that beat me. I wanted to learn how to do it. And the same thing happened in here, and it's crazy. I learned something in here that I translated over to here. And I don't know if I'm going to tell you that right now because I like using it. I mean, if you played both games, you would know what it is. But I cover these games very extensively. I know nobody else does that for multiplayer like I do. You know, these are things that months down the road that people will discover because they get bored of doing something and then they'll change the routine. You're going to see the same pattern on YouTube. And to be honest with you, I'm going to say right now, a lot of people are not going to be able to get the big streaks in this game because it's just the fact that, you know, the way this game is set up now, it pretty much negates half of that. But let me go ahead and get right into your Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer review. Now, I want to touch on single player. It's a great single player. Sledgehammer done a great job on the graphics. I like the transition comparative to Battlefield 3. I didn't really like how it went from gameplay and then transition and then gameplay. I kind of got lost and bored with that. But in Modern Warfare 3, it was really smooth. They both are great single players. Co-op is not my thing. I don't like figuring out, you know, playing computers and over again. That shit's boring to me. Zombies and shit. I mean, I beat the computer when I was a little kid playing like Golden Axe or some shit. That's like ages ago. So anyways, let's go ahead and get on to multiplayer because you're playing against real people online, and that's what we're here to talk about. Now, the great thing about this is when you go to get your game in midnight release, you're going to notice some things that have changed comparative to the other Call of Duties. Now, here's what I would like to tell you what they've done. The most important thing that I want to touch on is that you get tokens. Now, for all of you who've prestiged or done, who have even played the last 4 Call of Duties, Call of Duty 4, World at War, Black Ops, and whatever the other one is, I don't remember. Modern Warfare 2, yeah. You will have a section. As soon as you pop in the game, you'll go to a certain part in the game, and it'll be prestige. And you know, they got these tabs, and you punch in the tab, and it'll say, okay, what do you want to use your tokens for? XP, XP bonus, you know, all this other stuff. You know, to me, that's irrelevant. If you want to get XP, you should earn that on your own. The most important thing that they give you for your 4 tokens in the last 4 Call of Duty games that you've played is they give you an opportunity to pick one of these 4 things. You know, weapon slot, XP bonus, something. The rest of them are irrelevant. The most important one I wanted to talk about is the weapon slot. Because here's what it does for you. You can reach level 80, and once you reach level 80, and you got 4 tokens plus the 4 slots that you already got in the tokens, that gives you 9 slots. There is no reason to prestige. I'm not going to prestige this time. Once I reach level 80, I've got 9 slots. The weapons in this game, now I'm going to be all over the place, so you're going to have to stick with me on this. Everything ranks up on its own. So there's no, like, in all the previous gameplays, all the other Call of Duties, you had to, you had to rank up all the way to level 1550, and then you had to get so many headshots and blah 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 blah, and you get a gold gun, and there were so many damn rules to get there. Now it seems to me that this Modern Warfare 3 has really catered to easy mode. I wouldn't say easy mode, but rewarding players with that play past games. I mean, if you play past Call of Duty games, it's going to be really rewarding, an easy game for everybody. It's easy for me, I guess. But so, anyways, you get the four tokens. I used it to open up all the slots. That way, I don't have to prestige. Level 80 almost already right now, and I've tested out all the weapons. And this is what I have to say. Now, I use the tokens for prestiging. If you not for weapon slaps, if you use it for anything else, there's something wrong with you. Because if you can't get XP on your own, what's the point of it? Why would you waste a token on an XP when you could just get the XP, or even get Mountain Dew bags or Mountain Dew bottles? There's no point in it. Put it towards your prestige weapon slot, and then that way you don't have to prestige. I'm sure there's something, but to me, it's not worth it. I mean, if you want to reach level 10 and reset all your stats, you can do that. That's the last thing that you could do. Level 10, 80, you could reset all your stats and start all over again. What for? I don't know. I won't be around that long to figure that out. But here's the thing. The things that have changed internally as far as the mechanics in the game. This is the most important thing. And I think it's a great improvement. One of the things you will notice that you probably won't like, but you'll get used to, is it looks like the fluidity of the character's movement, not the gameplay or anything like that. It seems like the character's legs run slower, but you'll get used to it. That's kind of like I don't know what that is, but the characters they don't look like they run really fast normally. They look like they're like, and then sometimes they look like they're sliding. But I don't know what that is. But that's something that only a real like veteran Call of Duty player would notice. One of the other things that I've noticed too. I'm just gonna touch on the pros and cons. That's kind of like a con to me, but it turned into a pro because it was irrelevant because I got used to it. Human beings, they get used to things and then you adjust to it. Like people adopted to the one-man army and the bullshit in Modern Warfare 2, and they just got used to it. And they're like, oh, this game's okay. No, you just got used to it. It's garbage. So you'll notice in Modern Warfare 3, there's none of this last stand, martyrdom. Explosives are for hella weak. So there's no point in using Blast Shield. I've rarely get blown up. I mean, literally, you have to get directly hit with a grenade to die. So the point of using Blast Shield, there's no other reason to use Blast Shield unless you want to stop flashbangs from blinding you. But that's irrelevant as well. It's just pointless. Now, I did notice this. The flashbangs and the stun grenades are longer in Modern Warfare 3 compared to any other Call of Duty. Now, going on to the weapons. Now, the weapons, they give you like a little... They finally figured this part out. This is what I like the most. They finally give you a gumball at the bottom of your snow cone. Before, in the other Call of Duties, you'd get these you would get the guns, and they would be like this. You're like, okay, I'd get the TAR 21 would be really good, and then the FAMAS, and then all the weapons would suck, But now there's a steady incline of good weapons. The further you advance, the better the assault rifles are. For as far as I'm concerned, the assault rifles are perfect. Each one that you open, each one that you unlock gets better. That is awesome. I've I like the SCAR, I like the ACR, I love the AK, I love the FAD. They're all great weapons. And you know, I thought the T95 was going to be overpowered, but literally, you know, it's a situational weapon. It's used for people who like to camp or head glitch or set in certain areas, and then that's when you pull out the weapon. But other than that, the assault rifles are very well balanced. Now, going to one of the biggest changes that I think that is in this game, you know, either two things are going to happen. One, now, I don't want you guys to get mad about this. You have to understand that, you know, this is something that I learned from Battlefield 3 when I set out, you know, wanted to learn the choppers, and I didn't feel, you know, they were hard to learn, and I didn't want to let it defeat me, and I wanted to learn it and figure it out, and then I got good with the choppers, I got good with the snipers, and that carried over to here in Modern Warfare 3. One of the biggest differences that you will see in the Modern Warfare 3 is the snipers. The snipers, with quick draw, far supersedes any other weapon in the game. For anybody to say anything otherwise is a fanboy. And here's what I want to say. And the reason why I know this is because now I started using snipers. The snipers, I don't want to use the word overpowered. The word I want to use is situational. I would say situational advantage. That's the way I want to use it. Now, with quick draw on the sniper rifles, it is literally impossible for any other class other than a shotgun up close that is equal to the sniper rifle. That is equal to it's the biggest difference in any Call of Duty. I mean, it's comparative to Call of Duty 2. That is the situation that it is in. And here's the reason why. With quick draw, your assault rifle, you'll pull up your assault rifle, and there's so much damage per bullet from medium to long range, even short range. And you got bullets per second or whatever it is, and you pull up your rifle to shoot. You have to pull up because out the hip, the assault rifle cannot hit long distance a lot of times accurately. So by the time you pull up, and then a sniper pulls up his assault rifle, or the sniper rifle pulls up his assault rifle, the sniper rifle only needs one bullet. And if it's semi, and realistically speaking, all the sniper rifles, except for there's the Dragunov and I don't know the other one that shoots really fast, but there's two of them that are garbage. But the other ones are so strong. Here's where the situation comes in. The sniper rifle, it pulls up the bolt action or the semi-automatic, the Barrett, the AS-50 or the MSR or the MSRB, whatever it is. Once they pull up, and both of you pull up at the same time, the sniper rifle will always win. Will always win. Always. There's no medium range. There's no advantage for the assault rifle other than killing multiple targets. And even then, with quick draw, it's like boom, boom, boom. When you get this game, you are going to realize that, I mean, to me, I learned the I literally, if it wasn't for Steve Schmidt or whatever his name is, I know he's got a YouTube channel. I mean, I was in the room with a bunch of snipers from YouTube, and some of them were mostly going for clips and stuff, these video clips on YouTube. But literally, I like to play the game, you know, and try to do good with the sniper. The Steve Schmidt guy, he was really good, and he was spanking the shit out of me. So I was like, yo, man, I want to learn, and I want to learn to do that too. So like I spent like 4 hours, and literally the snipers in this game, anybody doing these collaterals and these clips and stuff, it's not comparative to any other Call of Duty. And here's the reason why, is because the quick draw completely changes the whole thing. And these weapons are so steady now that it's going to be commonplace. So don't get excited about people doing, ladder stalls and triples and stuff like that, because it's not that hard anymore. Literally, the snipers are the most advanced situational gun battle weapon in the game. I mean, literally, most of the maps that you're on, and I'm going to talk about maps, will put you in a bad advantage with a sniper rifle. And I'm not, now, if anybody is going to say anything other than that, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Because I played the snipers, I played the assault rifles, I played level 80 almost on Modern Warfare 3. I know what I'm talking about. And there's no denying it. I'm at a crossroads, because now I'm pretty good with the AS-50. I could hit you anywhere. I could shoot you in the toe, it's one-shot kill. I could shoot you in the leg, it's one-shot kill. Anywhere, it's a one-shot kill with the AS-50. And there is a difference between the Barrett and the AS-50, and you guys will figure that out on your own, or maybe if you want, I'll post a video on that. But the snipers seriously have a superior advantage over all weapons in the game, other than maybe a shotgun up close, and probably they're equal too. And seriously, there's no denying it. Anybody who says otherwise is full of shit, and I don't want to hear it, because I'm using the sniper now, and that's what I learned in Battlefield 3, is that you have to use all weapons for all situations. I was rolling with Mark J, and I was using the sniper the whole time. I mean, I was doing like 25 and 3, 31 and 11. Myself, I've never been a sniper, and if I can use a sniper like that, I just see that there's going to be a huge outcry, and people are going to get upset about it. To me, if I were to fix the snipers, I would take away quick draw. I used it without quick draw. I put hardline in the slot number 2 instead of quick draw, and he pulls up the sights a little bit slower. But the thing is, it's still a straight shot, and I think that's fair. I mean, literally, I've seen snipers just boom, boom, boom. There's not even a chance for the assault rifle to even battle them, because by the time they pull their scope, they're already lost, because it takes more than one bullet to kill the other guy. Medium, and they're at a disadvantage at long range because the bullet goes off. So they seriously, that's a huge thing. If you don't learn the snipers, you're going to be at a huge disadvantage in Modern Warfare 3. I'm going to tell you that right now. Especially ground war, you're going to get smoked. And I'm going to say it right now, I would not be surprised if they don't, downgrade the snipers a little bit, that MLG Pro, that's all you're going to see in Search and Destroy. It's just way too strong. Way too strong. That's my aspects on that. And I know I wanted to be clear on that, because I don't want people to think that I'm hating on the sniper. I'm not. I learned how to play the AS-50. I'm not hating on the sniper. I mean, I instead of hating on it, I was like, I seen the advantage of it. One shot kill, it's so easy. A caveman can do it. So I mean, if I could do it, anybody can do it. That is the biggest change in the game when you get it. You're gonna get pissed off, and you're probably gonna see a lot of snipers, and it's probably gonna turn out that way. But as far as the assault rifles go, they are perfect. They are perfect the way they balance and top off. They all have, each one that you unlock, you'll understand what they are used for, and they're really good. The SMGs, I mean, the SMGs are still there's no gumball there. I mean, it goes to like the UMP and the MP5, and the rest of the weapons is like, little bit of bullets. They don't kill, and they're just off the hip weapons, running around with off the hip shooting, and there's really no significance there with the SMGs. The LMGs they're bulky, they're big, they take up your screen, and there's nothing you can do. The LMGs have nothing against. You'll lose all 100% of the time against snipers, and obviously the shotguns. Now the shotguns, on the other hand, are really. I like the striker. Striker with damage is amazing on certain maps. Guarantee though, shotguns are going to be great weapons. I think shotguns have a place. That people that once they familiarize themselves with the maps, they'll be really good, in and out, and keeping the game moving. Now, as far as theater mode, there's a couple things that, I wish they would have took Black Ops theater mode and call it Modern Warfare 3 theater mode and put them together. Um, Here's the thing about the theater mode at Modern Warfare 3. It's exactly how you would record a Modern Warfare 3 game. It even shows let's say you decide you want to look at the kill cam, it'll show the kill cam of, like, let's say you get killed by somebody and, like, you want to see how you got killed. It'll actually show you doing that, watching it. There's nothing you can do about it. And you can't press the back button to look at the scoreboard through the game to show your progression to people on if you're making a video. You won't see the scoreboard until the end. So if the video doesn't record all the way to the end, you're screwed. What's the point of showing the game if you can't see the scoreboard? So, I mean, I don't understand that. What I do like is the up and the directional key up and down for the speed of the video. I enjoyed that. I still think that Black Ops' theater mode is just a little bit better, but I would have added the up and down for the speed on the directional key, which is really cool. I would have took the up and down speed for the directional key and put it on Black Ops theater mode, and it would have been perfect. What they got here is that they just filled the whole game, and then at the end they showed a kill cam. I don't really care about a kill cam. Who cares? I don't care why would I want to show somebody else's kill cam at the end of my video? It makes no sense, but that's what it is. It's actually showing the whole video as you would record it on your HD PVR. Now, when I'm going to do theater mode, it'll probably be, I don't know, I haven't really studied the aspects of the theater mode, but I'll get to that. Overall, the multiplayer experience, you will adjust to it. The maps, I wanted to talk about the maps. Now, the maps are, and that's another thing. Call of Duty always does this. They left out 3 maps that are only on TDM. Now, I think the only other map that shouldn't be on TDM is, or that shouldn't be on Ground War is Dome. The other 2 maps should be on there. They're big enough. I don't understand why they're not on there. I don't get it. And they always add them at the end. They're like, whatever. And they'll probably throw Dome on Ground War. I mean, I don't understand it, and it'll probably wind up being on there, but it is what it is. And I don't get it, but they always do that. My overall experience with Modern Warfare 3 comparative to Battlefield 3, now I know, let's say you want to buy this and your brother, sister, husband, or whoever you are, and you want to buy Modern Warfare 3 and you want to buy Battlefield 3 for Christmas, and you don't know which one to get for whoever. Now, I would say this is for more or less a young, hyperactive person who has a very short attention span, and this is probably for your younger crowd. I don't want to, like I said, when I say stuff out of my mouth, it's not to put anybody down. It's just, I'm trying to give somebody an idea, like, okay, the type of person that, this is probably for them. This is probably for your more cerebral person who likes to think, play chess, that likes to plan and execute. This is probably more for them. Whereas this is just like, get out. That's this type of game. Whereas this one's like, chess to x3, whatever, It's something more like that. Now, as far as these two comparative, multiplayer team deathmatch and these two comparative team deathmatch, like I said, this is more cerebral for me. Versus this is like, the guns. Here's the difference between Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3. The guns in Battlefield 3 have more continuity to them. They have more depth. There's more meaning behind them, and that's all expressed by their new engine. I mean, realistically speaking, Modern Warfare 3 is working on a 5th generation Quake, whatever engine for the Xbox. I mean, there's only so far that you could take the Xbox anyway. And I'm not making excuses for them. But Battlefield and EA went out of their way to make a new engine. And they got dedicated servers. Now the online is somewhat okay. I'm not saying it's, the best. But it's, they're both, have their problems in any case. But, between the both of them in Team Deathmatch, like I said, one is hyperactive, one is, more cerebral. You could play them both the same way I do, but I just, to be honest with you, I like everything more over here because I like, putting together stuff that, for one, people can't see things on theater mode. They can't figure out your style, and I think you can block people watching your videos if you're a gamer. But over here, if they don't have an HD PVR and people aren't telling you about it, people can really, outclass somebody with their style of gameplay and their setup. Whereas in here, pretty much, hey, look, you got a sniper, and you're gonna be beasting on people. That's it. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, because one shot quick draw, that's the game. One shot quick draw, you're overmatched. You're overmatched. Especially what I like to say is experienced snipers who know how to quick scope are going to be fucking disgusting in this game. I mean, I'm just starting to learn, and I think I'm average. But the people that are already like beasting they were beasting in any Call of Duty with sniping are going to be like super beasts in this game. Super beast. They're not going to be able to be stopped. They're going to be like just a night train. But I took it upon myself as a human being to learn the snipers. No longer am I going to put them down. If they were going to make a fix to it, and enough people complained, my suggestion, based on my gameplay, would to eliminate quick draw from the sniper. Then I think that would make it even. I would think that would even out the snipers completely, because it slows the scope down just enough, so you can't have rapid successions of 50 cal bears with extended mags fucking popping off 28 kills in a row without missing. I mean, it's just I'm just being real about it. I know there's a lot of things I didn't cover. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. I know this is a long video. Holy crap, it's almost 30 minutes. But I really had to talk about this. It was really on my mind. I played a lot. I'm going to play a lot more. I'll see you guys. Midnight release. I hope you enjoyed my comprehensive review. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace! Whoa.